Sir, what was the reason you became a police officer?
When I was young, back in junior high school, I lived in Colorado, and I ended up volunteering for a mountain rescue group that they'd go up looking for lost people up in the mountains in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And people that got injured hiking or whatever, we would help get victims down off of different locations. But I started working with police and sheriffs, and just enjoyed the work. Started doing other things. Even there was a shooting where a policeman was shot by a suspect, and he was in a very remote area, and they were looking for the rifle that was used in the crime.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a hold of this organization that I volunteered for, and for several days we walked several miles looking for the weapon, and we actually found this rifle that was used to shoot a policeman. The suspect had crawled up a tree and hid it up in a pine tree in the top of the tree. So I just enjoyed being around policemen and fire people, firemen, and decided that this was something that I wanted to do for a career. Mm-hmm. So like you, I began my college education at a community college in Colorado. It's called the Arapahoe County Community College. And I did criminal justice, and several people that were involved in criminal justice. There was a prosecutor, there were different high-ranking police people that taught different classes, including criminal justice and laws and constitutional law. And just talking with them, I could tell that this was something that I was interested in. I ended up, I tried to get on the Denver Police Department, which is a large city. It's the capital of Colorado. Mm-hmm. But this was back in 1979, and they weren't hiring very many people, and I ended up coming down and interviewing with the Phoenix Police Department and get hired in 1979. So I moved down here from Colorado and began my police career. And I'd say most young policemen, they probably all feel the same way, that they got into the job because they liked helping people or whatever. And I think for me that was the same way. I ended up working a very tough part of Phoenix. It was down in South Phoenix. Mm-hmm. And that's where I spent the first 7 years of my career, was down working different assignments in that area. They have officers that actually work walking beat. They actually, instead of cruising around in a patrol car all day, you would basically drive your police car to a housing unit, and you would actually walk around and get to know everybody that lived there. I just like and it's a lot like the college in that you get to learn people, and they know who you are, and I enjoyed it, and I ended up working other things, narcotics. I got promoted to sergeant in 1986, and went into this area right out here where we're at right now at 40th Street in Van Buren. This was an area that I worked as a young sergeant back in 1986. I ended up once again, I went back, worked patrol duties in this precinct. I ended up working in the housing projects on the walking beat. I worked in community relations for a little over a year. And then I ended up going to our SWAT team, special weapons. We did high-risk search warrants, wiretaps, surveillances. We arrested people that had outstanding felony warrants. We looked for suspects in violent crimes, and I did that for 9 years. Then I went to our bomb squad on Phoenix PD, and I worked there for my last 12 years. I was a sergeant for a little over 25 years when I retired in 2011. Mm-hmm. And just recently I came back to work here at the college as a policeman. But I like it because it's small, and we help people. I mean, it's not we don't have a whole lot of violent crime here. We have bike thefts. We have people that have their laptops stolen, their telephones stolen. But it's a very enjoyable job in that you get to help people and I think make a difference in their life.